Welcome, everybody, guys. It's the very first ever episode of Gunners in Oz. My name is Anton. I'm very excited to be presenting this to you for the very first time. With me, I've got Bradley. You guys might recognize Bradley. He's been on Arsenal Fan TV, what, 3 times?
I think it's 6 maybe. I was on it once,
6 times.
3 games. Yeah. 5. I think it's five.
Nice. And we also have Anup here, who's a massive gooner.
So what was that
living in Sydney.
experience?
Anup, we're excited to have you here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
Joining us a bit later. All right, I'm just going to jump into it today. It's the Community Shield. So last time we were here, we beat Chelsea 2-1. Sorry, got carried away. 3-0 was earlier in the season. But yeah, we're back here at Wembley, up against Chelsea. It's a big game. So, guys, what are your thoughts? Pre-season gone all right. You know, won 66% of our games, so it can't be that bad. So the team news came out right now, and the big news is Alexis Sanchez has been completely omitted from the squad today. So the 11 is Czech, Holding, Mertesacker, Monreal, Elneny and Xhaka in the middle of the park, Bellerin and Oxlade-Chamberlain as wingbacks, Welbeck, Iwobi, and Lacazette. And so, actually, Ozil's not on the squad either. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Can you please go again through the lineup because I just missed it. It says Holding, right? Monreal. Is that correct?
Holding, Mertesacker, and Monreal are the back 3.
Okay.
Elneny and Xhaka are the midfielders. Mm-hmm. Bellerin and Ox are the wing backs, and Welbeck and Iwobi play behind Lacazette. And
it's a good lineup.
Ozil and Sanchez, neither of them are in the team. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
No, I think he want to go with the speed. I think
just resting. Yeah, I mean, Sanchez only came back. Was it Monday? So we probably can't expect him. I don't even think he'll be starting next week. Maybe on the bench. But Ozil featured in pretty much every game pre-season. So I wouldn't start them too. You need them fresh for next week. That's when it all counts. This is just a friendly. See, Koscielny's not even playing.
Yeah, I know. Which surprises me too, because I thought that they would play him today because he's suspended for next week, so maybe he'd get one last run out.
Yeah, because FA said that he could play, so I don't know why he's not playing.
Haven't really quite seen what Chelsea's team is.
I'm looking it up now. I got it for you. So Chelsea's team is Courtois, Azpilicueta, David Luiz, Cahill, Moses, Fabregas, Kante, Alonso, Willian, Batshuayi, and Pedro.
So is there
basically I could have predicted that one, except for Morata misses out. Is he on the subs bench?
No, Morata's on the bench with Rudiger. So
what we can come to expect basically. So that's a strong-ish team from Chelsea. Look, about 5 minutes ago, before I saw the team sheets, I was a lot more confident about Arsenal, but it seems like maybe Arsenal's not taking this one as seriously, and he sees it as what it is, which is a glorified friendly. And what are more your thoughts on this? On the
it's a good lineup. I think he doesn't want to, because I heard Ramsey had a knock on his knee. So I think because if something happens to Ramsey before the beginning of the seasons, we could be in real trouble because there is no one for Xhaka with it. Ramsey is the best, perfect gridlock. So I think it's good. It's a good lineup. We get pace. I just hope Danny Welbeck can put behind the post. Other than that, it's all right. I did wanted to see Kolasinac in the action and maybe Ox on the wing back role, so that will look deadly. Other than that, it's a good lineup. I have to say,
Yeah, I probably would have started Kolasinac.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that? I heard it's pronounced like Kolasinac, so I looked it up on Google.
Kolasinac.
we're
It's
going
called
to
a
be butchering
Sinak.
his name all season. But all right, so last season, this was something that came up. I was speaking to a friend of mine, Man United fan today, and he's very confident that Lacazette will score for us today. Because last season, Ibrahimovic, he announced his arrival into English football with a winning goal in the Community Shield against Leicester City. Do you guys expect something similar from Lacazette today?
I hope so, but then you think about
Yeah,
it, Murata's on the other team, and he needs to show himself as well.
Yeah, and him
yeah.
coming off the bench could be dangerous.
Yeah, I
Uh,
didn't think like we still be too much scared about Moita at the moment because he hasn't he hasn't been playing in a Premier League team, so I think he hasn't got that much experience. It's pretty different with the Spanish team, like. And with Morata, I don't think he's an upgrade to like Costa. I don't think
has,
he's a upgrade to
I'm not
Costa
even
at
sure. Has
all.
Costa even left Chelsea yet?
He's still there.
No, he
He's
hasn't. He's
trapped.
just
But I don't think he's been with the team at all. I don't
No.
know what's up with that, but I think he's gone. It seems like he's going to go to AC Milan on loan for 6 months, and then to
Yeah?
Atletico Madrid in January. So,
Yeah, damn.
man, I'm so excited to see him gone. I hated that dude.
yeah. The guy bullies our Arsenal defender like really, but still we're gonna miss someone. We're gonna miss him on the Premier League. We did love having a bad boy in the Premier League, and he was the perfect person. He scores always in the big game. He knows how to bully a defender.
I
But
mean,
it was a bad luck. I never thought like he's gonna get the axe from Conte after so much, he given to the team. I never thought he will get
well,
axed.
the first time
Yeah.
I saw the news about Lukaku ending up at Man United, I thought, haha, Conte sent a text message to Costa telling him he wasn't his plans, and I just laughed. um, I mean, Murata, for me, I rate him very highly. I I think he'll do very well in
Hmm.
English football once he gets his. I think this is his chance, really. I mean, he played.
Yeah.
I think he was better than Benzema last year for when he played for Real Madrid. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
so I think it was. I think people talk about, oh, he's a bench player, or whatever. I think it was his move he had to make, really. And
Yeah.
now he's going to get his chance to do it, and I think he's going to have his bit between the teeth. I think. But you do make a very good point, Anoop, is that, I mean, we know with our very own Mesut Ozil that it took him, a
a
while
season, whole season. It
to
took
be
him
able
whole
Yeah.
to,
season.
yeah, to get used to the pace of the Premier League. I remember when he came back from his long injury, suddenly he had bulked up, but you can tell that he was a bigger man, and then that's when he got his 19 assists in the very next season. So,
Yeah,
and Di Maria didn't even last it. He couldn't
yeah,
cut the mustard, so to speak. So I mean,
Yeah.
but he also has played in Serie A, which is also an equally as physical league as the Premier League is. So,
Yeah.
and the same thing, but we can say about Lacazette is that he's only played really for Lyon, and he's never played at the biggest stage, and never played in a physical league like a Premier League. And I'm still seeing when he's playing, like he seems like he's still getting used to the style of play. He's finished 2 goals, but really he's not very he's not a regular participant in the play up
Yeah.
till now during preseason. But you really can't tell during preseason.
uh,
So, guys, what do we reckon about today's game? Do you reckon that it'll be an Arsenal victory? Should we be the ever optimist, or do you reckon it might be similar to the way it was in China only 3 weeks ago?
I'm hoping it wasn't. It's not going to end 3-0 like it did in China. But
mhm.
I think if we play how we played against them, we weren't bad against them. It's just like
Our defense was shambolic. Like
it was.
our defense wasn't in order. Like there was no communication. I don't know what the hell happened at defense. The main problem, all the goals we're getting in preseason, it's all due to the defense. It's all
Yeah.
Okay.
defense. It's solely based on defense.
All right. This brings me to the next topic, guys, and that is preseason. I'm hearing from a lot of Arsenal supporters on social media and on YouTube. how suddenly we're just Arsenal are back into same old Arsenal mode, and people are worried about Arsenal. People were looking at our defense, saying that we need a center back. What are your guys' opinions on that? Do we need another center back? Do we need a Van Dijk possibly, or someone like that?
Well,
I think
I honestly would have probably went for Kurt Zuma. Like, I really rate Kurt Zuma.
I don't. He's a good guy, but his main problem is injuries. And we don't
He's
want someone
young.
who gets injury prone. I think
Yeah.
Coach Jumba is like 28 or something. He's 28, I think.
There's a guy
Probably.
who we're constantly linked with, and that's Manolas from Roma.
Yeah.
Which I think would fit perfectly into our back three system if we had it. So sort of play where Monreal or Holding would play out on the left side. I always thought that was a good one. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think personally we have a guy we spent £35 million on last year.
No, Kurt Zuma's only 22.
Yeah, no, it's true. But I mean, the way I look at it is I think is that we've upgraded up front and we've upgraded at left back. We have a very strong, powerful left back in Kolasinac. And we've had a guy we spent £35 million on last year who hasn't featured yet in the preseason. I think last year when we played in the FA Cup final, we had a very makeshift back three, but they happened to keep out the Premier League champions. So the way I look at it is that maybe we can get one before the end of the season. But I think what we
Does anyone even know where Chambers is? Is he injured or what?
No, I think he's gonna get sold. Because Karen Gibbs, there are like 5 people on the seat who's going to be sold. Like Perez, they're all gonna be sold, I think. Even
I'm surprised
Jack Wilshere.
Perez isn't playing today.
Yeah, I mean,
now he has like submitted his transfer, isn't it? Transfer request, and Newcastle is looking for him. There's one Turkish side.
Deportivo want him back.
Yeah. They paid him, but what Arsenal told them is like, listen, we paid to you guys just 17 million, so we just want the same deal, same amount of money. If that guy's not gonna offer it, just the deal is off. That's what it came to from the news. Yeah. But I will have loved to see Perez, because every time he came as a sub, he either had an assist or goal. He looks promising to me, but I don't know what happened to Wenger. He never gave him the chance. He's just like Podolski in our Arsenal. I don't know.
To be fair, I mean, I'm going to give you a bit of a criticism of Theo Walcott, and that is, I think his time is up. He's played 10 years at Arsenal, and the fact that Olivier Giroud was on 98 goals currently, and he's played only at Arsenal since 2012, and Theo Walcott has played at Arsenal for, this will be his 11th season, and he's now on 100 goals, shows that Theo Walcott really isn't as prolific of a striker as he was meant to be. And I think Lucas Perez, when he played for Arsenal last year, was way more effective. I think every time he came on,
but Theo Walcott isn't a striker; he's a winger.
That's fair. But in the new formation, I don't think we really have. We have wing backs, and they're not wingers. So I don't know if there's a spot for him.
Yeah.
It's true. Like,
anyway,
I don't know what Wenger is doing, like putting not any attacking midfielder, especially there's no attacking midfielder. And I think we should go for Jean Siri, someone from France, Nice. I think we should get a defensive midfielder. If anything happens to Ramsey, then we won't have any good partner for Xhaka, because so we need, I think, a central midfielder. And if it's, I will hope we get any defender, like some defender for backup. Because
what do you guys think about the idea of Jack Wilshere playing there?
I really loved him. I rate him very, very highly, but with him, it's just the injuries. and he
Yeah.
has to battle it for the midfield. He got like 5 people, like he has to battle for 5 people, and he had just came back from the injuries. I don't think he's gonna make it to the starting 11. And even Wenger said yesterday in his press conference, like if someone comes with an offer, I will take it. So that means like Wenger doesn't want to keep him. 'Cause if
Yeah.
Wenger doesn't sell any player, he won't buy anything because he told like we need to offload some players so that new players can come in. Like we could do the business like selling some players before the deadline so that we can like buy some more players. What do you guys thought on that?
Personally, I would be very sad to see Jack Wilshere leave. I remember when he was
Same.
19 years old and he bossed Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. And I just thought that we had just a gem in our hands. It's just really heartbreaking to see how many injuries he's had and how much stick he gets. People keep talking about how he's made of glass, but you can't really argue with it. I mean, I think for the player, he should move on, but for me, it would be very sad to see him go.
I still
Yes.
think he has a spot, but him next to Shaka, because if I'm being honest, Ramsey is on and off. But then again, Wilshere is on and off. But like Ramsey could have the best game of his life one week and be absolute trash the next. He's
Remember that chip
Yes.
he scored
But
in Sydney? Wow.
but like ever since we started playing 3-4-3, Ramsey is getting back to his older form, like 2012 or 13 season when he had like 13 goals. I think he looks promising and attacking like in the final third. Like we can see that in FA Cup. Ever since we started playing three at the back, it started suiting Ramsey and Xhaka, and they made a good partnership. Before that, they had a problems. So,
Shaka.
but the main problem with
Bosses
Xhaka or
everything.
Saka, Ramsey is the injury
Even
problem.
Coughlin. He's been he's gone from being pretty much one of the best midfielders we like deep midfielders we had to he's a good impact player now off the bench.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't see why.
That's why, like, guys, we need a one definite starting midfielder, and I think Gene Siri will be the perfect great luck for our midfield. And by that time,
Who?
I think we're gonna see Santi by
Seri.
October, or by December. Siri, yeah. So I think that will be best for the midfield. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen
I mean,
because
I like the look of Seri. I mean, we're actually about to talk about transfers in a second. So the players who've been linked in that position, that Santi Cazorla role, have been Jean Seri from Nice, Leon Goretzka from Schalke, and there's also been talk of Barcelona offering us Rafinha, and then there's the always linked with Arsenal, William Carvalho. Of those four players, which would you guys prefer to have?
I think I will definitely go for the Jin Suri because he's a defensive player as well as he likes to attack, and he has a good range of passing and everything, and he's just 24 or something, and he's a French. So with the
Yeah.
French connection with Arsene, I think he can do something. And with Goretzko, I think he's going to Bayern Munich or something, has a personal agreement with Bayern Munich or something. And William Carvalho, he's always been linked, but nothing concrete happens. It's just the talk. It's just a rumor.
I hope Lamar.
So I
I
think
hope we get
Well, I
Lamar.
was going to get on to
Lemar.
that winger position as well, which also, as of yesterday, we've now been linked with Kingsley Coman from Bayern, and
I'd have
of
him any
course
day.
Riyad Mahrez for about 2 years now, and then of course Thomas Lemar, which I have a personal belief that is going to happen.
I hope Lamar does,
Uh,
but Kingsley Coman, I'd take Kingsley Coman any day.
Would you take him over Lemar?
Definitely.
Yeah, probably.
There is no second.
I mean, I think they're just as good as each other. You really can't lose out. I mean, but I think Thomas Lemar is. I think this is
I'd
my
probably
thought, and
choose.
I'm
I'd
not.
choose Coman because the Bundesliga is more physical league. Yeah, I'd probably go for him.
Yeah, because we have seen Coleman for like 2, 3 seasons, and we have seen his potential. But with Lamar, he just came into the limelight like a season ago, and gonna happen to him. Maybe we can compare, but other than that, I will go for Coleman. Got huge potential. He's young, and he's a French, so he's like the big next thing in the French league. So,
All right.
and I hope so. Like, what I heard in like Sky Sport, they saying that like Mahrez, he's not getting the deal done. He's still waiting for the club. I think Mahrez really wants to come to Arsenal, and if we don't get Lemar, I think at the end before the due date, we're gonna go for the Mahrez because he really wants to come to Arsenal anyhow. So I think I will take Mahrez. He has potential. What do you think, guys, about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
I
Riyad
think
Mahrez. He's won the Premier
because
League.
I think
Played in this
Mahrez,
league. There's
he's
no
still
adjustment.
in all sorry Leicester team they were like, but still I think Mahrez he's good. He has the experience, and he will be like perfect for our tiki-taka type of games.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think all three of those players, man, are just really quality. And Mahrez having won the Player of the Season in our league that we play in is a massive boost for us.
Yeah.
I think last year, I think the defenders maybe got used to him, and he was sort of caught out because Leicester, they were sort of riding this dream season, and nothing could go wrong. And suddenly, without Kante last season, I think it's a reality check. But still, Mahrez, he played in a team like Arsenal. Man, that would be amazing. Like, if we had Mahrez link up with the three that we have already with Lacazette and Ozil and Sanchez. Speaking of Sanchez, I think the game will be kicking off soon, so we'll wrap this up a bit soon. What do you guys reckon? I was reading today that the board is now backing Arsene Wenger, and that Alexis Sanchez will definitely 100% be staying at Arsenal without a shadow of a doubt. What do you guys think? Is he going to sign a new long-term extension, or are we going to see him walk out the door in 12 months?
Probably walk out the door, unfortunately. But you can't do much about it. Like, they're offering him everything he wants, and he just keeps saying he wants more.
Yeah. I don't know if it's something to be fair.
I mean, I understand you only play for 15, 20 years, but yeah, I don't know. I'm the same with Ozil. Like, you don't know if they're just going to say goodbye.
Yeah. Which would be sad because, man, for watching those guys play, if this is to be their last season, I surely hope that we win the Premier League, and at least I'll just appreciate them, like to watch them week in, week out. Ozil gets a lot of criticism, but if you watches him technically and the way he passes the ball and his movement and he's just an incredible footballer. His vision is insane. I just watching him live in Sydney, guys. That was, you could tell.
Yeah, his pass is like you need to think like two step before you move. His passing are you can't just imagine. You just have to watch it to believe it. His passes are like I couldn't even define the proper word for the passes he does. His back passes, everything.
Yeah.
But with the Sanchez situation, we as a supporter, we're giving him stakes. He's not saying anything. He doesn't say he want to stay or he want to go. I think he looks really happy in training. And if we play really good in the middle of the season, anything could happen. Like he could see oh, we're pushing for the title. Maybe who knows? He can sign in the middle of the season because still we have 1 year. So I don't know, because Alexis knows that as we Arsenal, we really love him. We rate him. If he stays with us for another more 2 seasons, we're gonna definitely have a statue in Emirates. And
Wow.
if you go to
You heard it
City,
here first.
no, I think Arsenal fan really loves him. Like he's the man that's the teams will be building around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know like what's going with is this the rumors or like Alexis really want to go? And with City, let's say City gets Sanchez, he's not like there's no definite like he's gonna get the starting 11.
I mean,
And if
Oh.
something happens, look at
look, with all due respect
look
to
at
the players in Manchester City, who's not named
uh-huh.
are Sergio Aguero or Kevin De Bruyne or David Silva. Leroy Sané is an incredible talent, but Alexis Sanchez is one of the top 10 players in world football today. So there's no way that Leroy Sané or Raheem Sterling keep Alexis Sanchez out of a team.
And there's no way Man
No.
City would want to pay £400,000 a week
No.
for him to sit on the bench. No.
But it's Arab money. They can do anything. It's Arab money. It's not Arsenal or anything.
They can do what they want, but I don't think they're going to do that.
All right,
look at like
guys. Let's before we wrap this thing up, let's touch on Sydney, guys. I just want to hear from you guys. Bradley, I was watching your video with Robbie earlier today, and you had a really awesome story about Oxlade-Chamberlain. Would you want to share that with everybody?
Yeah. So the fan party, like the open training session, I was in the front row, and me and my friend that I was like hanging out with the whole week and stuff, Emilio, we like said to him, we're like, Ox, have you tried Vegemite down here? And he's like, no, I haven't. And I was like, oh, I've been at the hotel all week. I'll bring you some tomorrow. And then Ramsey came, and we said the same thing to him, and he said no. And I was like, I'll bring you one too. And so I came home. I went to work at like 10 o'clock at night. Got 2 little jars of Vegemite, and sure as anything, he came out. We were there all day, and he was the only person to come out. He came out. He just walked up to me, and he just because I'd already told the security guards that I'd hang it, like the Arsenal security guards, and he went and told him that I was here. He came out. He got the Vegemite. He opened it. He just put his finger in it, had a lick, and yeah, it was awesome. So it was great to be able to give it to him.
What was his reaction?
He's such a top bloke. Like,
what was his face like when he tried the Vegemite for the first time?
I mean, he said it's not the worst thing he's ever tried. But yeah, so that was awesome. I got to meet. I think there was the only player that I was upset about not meeting was Alex Iwobi, but because who knows, he just walked past everyone.
Yeah, I heard that. I was another guy told me like, oh yeah, Alex Iwobi has been just a bit of a. He's been a bit, seems like he's been having a bad mood today.
He was in a bad mood the whole week. Like he was so active on social media, like on Snapchat and stuff, about his bloody apple juice, but he didn't want to come out anywhere. Like he was not keen at all. Like I even got Joe Willock's signature, and I tell you what, his signature is literally J Willock. You can read it, and it's like a 17-year-old, like my signature.
Oh yeah,
like, it's the best. Mesut Ozil's is literally it just goes like this, and Joe Willock is like carefully writing his signature. It took him like a minute to do his signature.
Can you copy the signature of Joe Willock's?
Oh, it'd be Mesut Ozil's is a lot easier.
Easier? Oh, is it?
Yeah, but
all right, guys. Anup, do you have any stories to share about Sydney?
I always supported Arsenal like back home because I'm originally from Nepal, right? I'm here on a student visa doing my studies, and like I had like I think 1 year ago, like Arsenal is doing a pre-tour over here in Sydney, and I was like over the moon. Oh, like it's like dream came true, while I'm here, like Arsenal are coming here. So I got the first ticket, right? And I went there, like I was all alone. There was no one with me, so I took some beers, and I was like in the bar. I was not even in the Arsenal stand. And I
Yep.
saw so many Arsenal fans like cheering up. They're all standing, and in my side, everyone is sitting. There is no reaction, no. And I just went there to the Arsenal stand. There was like so many Arsenal fans. I started have drinking. I had so much fun. Like I couldn't even explain. And what I did, I got the second ticket like 1 day before the game, and I went for the second game too. I rang sick at my work. I rang sick. Like, and I went there for the second game too. Second game was huge. Like Western Sydney, they had like the best supporters. Like,
I agree.
I think that
Big ups
I
to them, man, because they made a lot of noise. I actually sat in
yeah,
the Western Sydney end on the second game, and like you could barely tell that the Arsenal fans were there. They were really,
yeah, loud with the drums, isn't it? Trumpet. I think they bring trumpet too.
yeah.
yeah, I know, and they do
Yeah,
all
I
the
they bring
icing
trumpet.
clapping.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah,
But with the
uh,
Sydney game, it wasn't like that. It was like ice cold. There was no reaction from the Sydney sides. It's just the
yeah.
Arsenal supporters.
The
Yeah.
um the the games were great. Like I was in the active bay for both of them.
Hmm.
I even brought my friends in the active bay, and they only know about Arsenal from me, and they said it was awesome. Like just the experience,
Yes.
just everyone going off like, and just another story about Sydney. Colin Bramall. I
Hmm. The guy
I
is started
I
talented.
actually I he was like on his balcony,
Hmm.
and like he added me on, like I called out to him and I was like, can you add me on Snapchat? And he full added me on Snapchat.
Oh, is
that's
it? Oh my God.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's pretty
Um,
cool.
I
And
was
then
going to
when he
touch on Reece Nelson for a bit, but I feel like we're running out of time. Guys, just briefly, do we have maybe Arsenal's next
yes,
future star coming
I
up the
was
ranks?
thinking I was thinking I was gonna bring him up, but yes, he's.
I think
I don't want to jinx it right now, but
Joe Willock,
he's great.
Nelson. What's the other? There's two brother.
Maitland
Reed Nelson. Or
Niles.
something. Yeah, I think they're the potential. Joe Willock. The guy has huge potential.
But that
Yeah,
that
Even on
cross
Sydney's
he
game.
delivered last week, woohoo!
No, like the
yeah.
guy literally knows when to cross as a wing back. If you see Danny Welbeck, Welcott, they don't know how to throw to a cross. But Joe Willock, he's tailor-made for that position. He knows when to cross. So
I
I think
thought Joe Willock was more of a center of midfield player.
attacking. Yeah, he's attacking. He
Yeah,
can
I
play
thought
like
he sort of
front
lost
three.
last week when he played against Sevilla. I think he sort of struggled. Where maybe we had Xhaka the day before and he looked a bit more solid
Hmm.
against Benfica, where I think Willock sort of was a bit, just this occasion was a bit big for him, I think.
Oh yeah, and with Sevilla,
I mean,
like
he's only 17.
they're like
Yeah, it's like if you played,
yeah,
against Sevilla in the Emirates Cup.
It's literally
and
me.
like the second game we played against like a European champion. Like they won 3 times in a row, isn't it? And they're like not like what's the first game we played against? I forget the name.
Benfica.
Yeah, Benfica compared to Benfica, Sevilla is like they're good team, like really good teams. They came in, they playing Champions League, I think. Yeah, so that will tell you it's a good. The defense were like proper, like the defense were the only thing that were holding us. Other than that, we were good, I think, in that game too. We had a beautiful passes, everything going on, but with the defense,
Back
defense held us
on
back.
back on Joe Willock though. Joe Willock, he's got no like. He's not bulked up yet. Like he's still a
Yeah,
stick. So you can't
he's just a
expect him to get
17.
physical with like
Nah.
Reece Nielsen. He like he's got meat on him. Like he can be physical but I mean Joe Willock just needs to like grow up a bit. But I mean you can't expect a 17-year-old to play as well as a 28-year-old in his prime. Like
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
true.
thought very highly of his brother before he moved on.
Chris.
Yeah, I thought he was a
Oh yeah.
baller. So
Um,
I thought he was maybe the better of the two brothers. I don't know, but I think I think there might be a buyback clause. I don't take my word for it. No ITK,
Nah,
but
it's all right.
anyway,
but
what do you want to say,
yeah,
Brad?
no, it's alright. I was just gonna
So
say,
guys, today, what's the score prediction and your first goal scorer?
So Bradley, you can go ahead.
um, uh, okay, 3-2.
2-2.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm gonna go 2-2 and go penalties, and I'll probably put. I'll go Arsenal on penalties.
All right, first goal scorer.
Uh,
David Luiz.
Oh, all right. Nope.
for me, it's going to be, I think, 2-1. First score, I want to see Lacazette again. Whether we lose or, I just want to see Lacazette. Yeah, 2-1. I think it's going to be just like Africa. It's 2-1. For me, it's 2-1.
All right.
You?
I was also going to go
And
with
you?
2-1, but I'll also go with 2-1. Just to change it up because I was thinking Lacazette. Actually, I think Lacazette will score the second goal for Arsenal. The first goal will be
Second
scored by
goal.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's what I think because he loves
What
a
about
goal at
it?
Wembley
Don't you want to see Xhaka's
against
goal?
Chelsea.
Don't you want to see Granit? I want to see first goal by Granit. The long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Shoot.
say.
For Arsenal's first score, I'll probably go. Yeah, I'd probably go. I'll say Welbs. Welbs will score one, but I hope Reece Nielsen gets one if he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
Establish himself.
Guys, it's been really really good to have you guys on. Thank you so much for coming on here. I also just want to thank everybody. This is a project that I started only on Wednesday, and I got so much support this week. Some people who messaged me asking me how they could help. It's been really just just over the moon to get all the support, and I thank everybody. I thank you guys for coming on. I want to tell everybody, because this is the YouTube thing, guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also for anybody who is wondering, today's game is actually going to be broadcasted on this country on 3 different channels, on ESPN, on beIN Sports, and on Chelsea TV. If anybody wants to watch biased commentary of the opposition, it's definitely an option for you. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. We'll be signing out. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on.